Thanks for being here with us today. I'm very excited to see how many school settings, children and young people are with us right now. Hi, Mr. G.
Hello, guys.
Hi, good to have you with us. Okay, we're going to get going. So, welcome. This is a collaboration between the Thrive approach and Mr. G. And we all know how important movement is for our mental health, for our emotional well-being, for our physical health. And we're delighted to be joined today by the legendary King of Shuffle, Mr. G. So, I'm going to pass over to Mr. G and switch my camera off and do a little movement break myself. Over to you, Mr. G.
Super, thank you. So, as I'm a teacher, there's going to be a learning objective attached to this little movement break. So, our learning objective is I can begin to learn to shuffle, and that is going to be what we're going to do today. So, I'm going to take you through some basic steps. Hopefully, everyone join in. People, teachers, it'd be fantastic if you guys could participate as well and encourage your students. And I'm just going to do a range of moves, and we're going to try and put one of a dance together, and we'll see how we'll get on from there. So we're just going to begin with, and I'll show you certain angles. So I'll show you front on, and I'll also show you side on. But we're just going to start with a very famous shuffle move that is called the running man. So now I learned this in lockdown, and there's various ways to teach this. But I'm going to teach you the way that works best for my neurodivergent children, and see if you guys can adapt that in your setting. Before you start, make sure you've got a nice area like this. If you're in a hall, fantastic. If you're just behind a desk, just make sure you've just got like a couple of meters around you, and make sure you're not gonna touch them. You're not gonna let anyone cause any injuries. Perfect. So we're just gonna start with the running man. So if you just start with this, very basic. So I like to do it in a motion of 4. So if you just count as you do them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do it from the front. So right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the top one behind. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm just going to come a little bit closer there. So the running man. So you're just starting to do that, and then we're going to transition, and we're going to speed it up a bit into the shuffle. So the next thing that I find is really good is a little bounce. So we're going to put our right foot forward, but we're just going to do a little bounce in between. So we're going to do a little bounce, slight little bounce, nice and slow to begin with. So we can work on speed later. It's nice and slow. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just do that again from the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, just to slow that down, all I'm doing for the running man is literally putting my right foot forward, bouncing it back, bringing it back to my base, and then doing the same with my left. So I'm just going front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. And you can see already when I'm doing this, I'm putting a slight little bounce in it. And that's what you want trying to do. You're trying to imitate like you're running on the spot. That's what it should look like. Okay, so after you've done the little bounce, we're going to start and really lift this knee up. Okay, so that's the next thing. So start a little bounce there. So now we're going to start to bring that up a little bit. And see the difference there. And the coming down from the side. And now, now we're just gonna go for it. So we're gonna do this, put them all together. So from our bouncing, we're gonna come up, make it nice and fast. So we're gonna start this. Kind of looks like we're marching on the spot. Now what we can do, just to make it a little bit fun, is just add some arm movements in there as well. So we're going to start. So that's the first one we're going to do, the running man there. So now catch your breath, because that shuffling is really hard. So I think I'm obviously speechless now. It takes a lot of energy. So after 30 seconds, just deep breathing. What's really good is you put your hand behind your head and just deep breaths in. So deep inhale, deep exhale, You'd be amazed how many calories this burns just from kicking it. I'm right for the nation. It's always one. So yeah, so that's the running man. Next one I'm going to show you. So make sure you've got space for this one. It's something called a cow tail or a cow flick. All it is, if anyone loves football, imagine kind of taking a shot. So you're kind of taking a shot before you actually make contact with the ball. You just bring your foot around back through and you do a little flick. So it's a little flick. So it's a little kick and flick, kick, flick, kick, flick. Show you from this side. Kick, flick, kick, flick, kick, flick. And this one's really cool when you incorporate it with the running man, which we're going to do that a little bit there. But just to go through that again. So as I'm doing, I'm kind of kicking it diagonally, coming back around. Instead of placing my resting foot back in the starting position, I just kind of flick it back up in that motion. So like flicking it back up. Similar if you're going to kind of do like a quite in football, you're just going to flick that back up. So when we put it together, it'll look like that. What's the key thing about shuffling as well is that even when I'm resting this base foot here, I'm still moving it. So I'm still moving it. I'm still exerting energy. So if you notice that I'm flicking it, I'm still moving the foot. I'm still moving that foot. So yeah, have a little go at that. The foot, and then we're gonna incorporate that with the running man as well. So we've got 1, 2. Fantastic. Great job, everyone. Great job, everyone. The next one we're going to learn is just a variation of the running man. So we're going to do, obviously the running man's just G4. The variation, instead of going forward, you just kind of go to the side a little bit. So you're going across. So I'm going, have a little practice of that. If you can't do the leg movements for whatever reason, do the hand movements. So going across, cross, cross, middle, cross, middle, cross, middle, cross, middle, cross, middle. And if you really want to challenge yourself, what you can do, cross, middle, spin, cross, middle, cross, middle, cross, middle. But don't get too far ahead of yourself. But if you want to put the spin in to really challenge yourself, you can as well. So we're just going to take it back to the first point, which is the running man. So the running man is just saying 1, 2, 3, 4. Or a variation, it's very similar. We're just going to go across. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Fantastic. Okay, so now we are going to incorporate and we're going to put in all 3 of the moves we've learned. So if you remember at the start of the session, our learning objective was I can begin to learn a shuffle. Some of these moves take a lot of practice. You might not get it straight away. That is completely fine. The main thing is about resilience. The more you practice, the easier this will get, and it'll get in your muscle memory. So for me, it's and that's what we're going to get to obviously later if we're going to do more sessions in the future. But it will come natural. So don't worry if it doesn't look exactly like me. That's fine. I started exactly in the same position as you guys. So just remember that. Okay. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic, fantastic, guys. Fantastic. Give yourselves a round of applause. Make sure you're getting a nice breather as well. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing, guys. So we have learned there, we've learned the running man. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have learned the running man variation, which is what the 2, 3, 4. We've learned the cow thing as well, or the cow tail, which is fantastic. Right, I'm going to say in the comments in case anything, I'm absolutely sweating, by the way. Right. Okay, I think I've got time for one more. And this one is really fitting because it's end of term. So this one's called Happy Feet. So all it is this one's quite complicated, but all you do is you're flicking this heel out. So imagine I'm pushing this foot with my other foot, and I'm going to move it. So I'm moving it. This is Happy Feet. And this is where we are now. We've made it, guys. We've made it at the end of term. Some of you guys have been through SAT. It's end of term. And you've made it. All your staff are super proud of you guys, including myself. We've made it half term. So absolutely fantastic. So yeah, Happy Feet. It's quite a hard one to learn, but it's quite cool to get. It's quite a cool little one. Really, really good, that one. So yeah, so that's the fourth move. Didn't think we would have time for that because you guys have done so well, but ended up fitting Happy Feet in at the end. So well done, guys, because that was actually a bonus move. Didn't think you would get that as well as you did. So yeah, running man. Gonna do it. That's how it's moving. Get back to the club. Right. So I'm gonna put. I don't think you guys will be able to hear this, but I'm gonna put some music on just to finish. And we're gonna do a freestyle for the music. I don't know if you will hear it, but all food bouncing on your toes, ready? Wait for the bell there. Here we go. Everybody. Well done, guys. Absolutely fantastic. Absolute pleasure.
That was so much fun. But some moves we can all take into our half term and rock out in our kitchens. Who doesn't like a kitchen dance, eh? Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Have a wonderful half term break. Big shout out to Mr. G. Woo! That was so fun.
Well, guys.
Thank you.